The average Brit spends blank on a date. Go. The average? Where are you going with that? I don't care how much money you spend. If you're boring, you are not getting a text back.
I've dated someone for their potential before and it flopped.
Hey guys, I'm Ella Eyre and you are tuned in to the Truth Flirts, the unfiltered, brutally honest series all about dating, brought to you by dating app Badoo. Place to date honestly. So guys and girls, today we're going to be talking about dollar bills and whether what we earn can impact our dating game. Obviously, people in the UK right now are more worried about money than ever. So how is this affecting our dating lives? On the first date, who's paying?
Okay.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's the first day, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess, like, I personally don't mind going halves, particularly if I have no intention on going on a second. And I find it annoying when I want to pay and they don't let you, because it's like, no.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I want to pay. If the guy wants to treat me, I'm flattered and honoured. And particularly if I like them more, if I like them, then it's, you know, it's a nice thing. Yeah. But I will always offer, because I will never expect to pay the bill. I don't want to be that person that's expecting it. So I'll always offer, and if I like them and they're really like, I want to do it, I'm like, okay. Damn.
I think it depends on how the date came about.
Yeah, okay.
Because if someone says to me, I want to take you on a date,
yeah,
you're taking me out of my yard, so you're paying.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if it's like, would you like to go on a date?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm taking you, or like, would you be down for drinks? It's different. Do you know what I mean?
Who planned it?
Who planned
Yeah.
it? And, well, again, it's different with women. Like, we always both pay.
Yeah.
I'm still old-fashioned, and I feel, as you said, the guy, if the person takes you out, it's the man's responsibility to take you on a date, to choose where you go, for example.
Yeah.
And you're meant to go home and be like, I've had a really nice experience. I would personally like to pay.
Yeah.
But then it'd be nice if the girl offers, not because I would take her up on that offer,
Yeah.
but we take it like a little note.
Do you think the amount of money invested in a date correlates to the success of the date?
I'm old school, I like a nice romantic date, right?
Yeah.
Someone that goes, for example, because I hear that a lot, right?
Yeah.
I had this girl go to me, let's go to Novikov on our first date.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what's wrong with Nando's? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if someone says, I would naturally go to a nice restaurant myself, but if someone tells me they want to go to that restaurant, I feel a bit...
Yeah, I know what you mean, because there are lots of great sushi restaurants in and around London. And if anything, for me, I'm more like inspired and interested in somebody that can take me to a restaurant that I've never heard of before, and it's because it's genuinely good, not because of its reputation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think money makes a massive difference for me where the date's concerned. I think it's the effort and the intent and the creativity that's gone into the date. And then the chat.
Yeah, the presence.
Yeah, because the presence is the I don't care how much money you spend, if you're boring, you are not getting a text back.
I'd rather do something that's fun, like mini golf or bowling, something activity-based that gets you like talking, gets you like competitive. Mini golf is the best thing to be competitive.
Mini golf is so good.
Yeah, it gets you like, because the competitiveness breaks the ice straight away.
What is the most extravagant date you've ever organised or been taken on?
I got an Uber exec to pick her up and then take her to Greenwich, the Emirates carts.
Oh, okay,
and then we got another one to the Shard. Yeah, that was nice. And then we went to Mayfair, they've got like old school cinema.
Yeah.
And then we watched like When Harry Met Sally.
I think the most extravagant was in Malaysia. We were already in Malaysia, so it doesn't really count. But it was on a mile-long white beach, on the beach, like with the sun going down, and we just had like a lobster meal. And I've never had anything like that. It actually felt like we were like on a honeymoon a bit. So like it was extravagant.
Sounds nice though.
It was beautiful, but it definitely felt like it was a package for a honeymoon couple. And we pretended. The average Brit spends blank on a date. I'm really loving how competitive and silent you are. This is brilliant. All right, okay, go. The average? Where are you going with that?
There's a lot of people with a lot of money here, do you know?
Wow, we're not in Switzerland.
Oh my god!
It's
Wait,
very
do you
wrong.
Because we've got footballers, we've got the Premier League here.
£63.50 each if you go in Dutch. So
That's
that
meant
was
to-
really good.
There's meant to be a decimal point here.
The average Brit earns blank a year.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, quite close, both of you. Okay. So the answer is 36.
Come on.
601. Women employees, on average, earn blank percent less than men. 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
What do you got?
Wow.
What did you say?
You got the same.
Is it
Thank
wrong?
God it isn't that. It's 8.9%
Oh,
is
okay.
the gender pay gap, which is still atrocious.
Yeah.
But it's better than that. That's for sure. So how important is like a salary, like your partner or the person you're dating salary to you?
I think it's got to be matched. It would make a difference if one person was on significantly higher than the other person for all situations, for going out and deciding where you want to go on holiday, or like small things would turn into bigger things because it's like, well, who's paying? Oh, but you can pay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It depends on how much you're making in general, right? Because you can make, for example, 40k and another person can make 60k and you can still go on holiday.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, for example, if someone is on like 12k and the other person is on like 80k.
Oh yeah, that's a big
You
thing.
know what I'm saying? Like if someone's working, this is like no shade, but if someone's working like part-time in a retail shop and then the other person has like a big salary job, it's gonna make a difference.
Of course.
Even if somebody is on a lesser salary than me, as long as they have the ambition as big as mine to grow and to have more from life, then I can stick with them and, you know, we can work together. But I think it's when you date somebody that's on a lesser salary and is cool and is happy like that.
Yeah.
And then I can see later down the relationship, you would have issues because it becomes a little bit like, who's gonna pay for this, like you say?
It depends on where they are in life, right? Because
Yeah.
I think there's 3 stages: wealth generation, wealth accumulation, and then wealth preservation.
Yeah.
So first you're making it, then you're creating stuff that makes you money, and then in the final stage when you like get a bit older, you're like managing your wealth.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like, even if they're on a less salary, can they save? Do they have, you know, ambitions to do something with that money, or are they just spending it as soon as it comes in?
I've dated someone for their potential before and it flopped.
Really?
Yeah. So it's kind of like they might have the mindset, but then still not
Yeah.
be doing anything about it.
Because have you ever Googled a date's job before you've met them before? So like you see in their profile, they do this, and you've Googled it to check.
They have to like it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what it is. as
But
long
like,
as
say they do something that's really boring to you, does that matter?
Like tree technician.
Tree technician.
Yeah, I saw that once. So I had to Google what that was. 'Cause I was just like,
So you have Googled it?
yeah,
That's
so,
fair
but I
enough.
was just like, what's
Well,
the
what
tree?
is it?
Yeah, you basically just cut trees and stuff.
Have you ever avoided somebody based on the job? Like, have you like swiped their job?
Stripper, porn star. No.
Wait, but what is that? Are you swiping yes or no?
Yes,
It
it's
depends
there.
what you're...
So,
Yeah,
so
no.
if they're a stripper and a porn star, you're swiping yes.
No.
Do you think being the highest paid gives you more power when dating / in a relationship?
I think it depends, because I'm queer, so it depends on if I'm dating a guy, I think they might feel that I have more power.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it,
Yeah.
but I don't know how it would feel to them. But then I don't feel like power comes into it with women.
Yeah. I actually think it really depends on an individual basis because money makes some people feel powerful and money makes some people feel embarrassed. Like, if you have a lot of it, some people like don't want you to know that you've got lots of it and they're a lot more subtle. All right, okay, so is being good with money sexy?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think so too.
1000%.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's someone you can build with, and that's important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think you should always be with someone that you can learn from. So even if you're not good with money,
Yes.
if someone else is good with money, you can learn from that person.
Yeah. Have you ever dated anybody who's in debt? But what I really want to know is, like, how early on do you talk about debt in a relationship? I know somebody that got married before they told their partner that they were in a serious amount of debt.
When you say serious,
What kind
amount
of debt? Is it like student loan debt or is it...
No, like irresponsible debt.
like gambling?
Yeah. I think it depends how you got into debt. Because if
Yes.
it's irresponsible debt, like gambling or other things, or, you know, toys that you can't afford, cars or whatever, then fair enough. But I think that not telling somebody before you get married is crazy. That means that's betrayal, surely.
Is it?
Not telling them that you're in like 100 grand debt before you get married. That then becomes your debt.
If I'm managing it, it doesn't affect our quality of life, does it really?
Yeah, but if you're getting married, surely
you're getting married.
And I'll tell her I'm in like 100k debt. I don't think that goes down well, because I'll wait till it's settled, I guess.
If it's not going to go down well, it's not meant to be then. They need to know. And if they're not going to take it well, they can't be with you.
What you see as betrayal, we see as guys just trying to maintain how we're being seen as a person. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
You want to keep that sparkle in your eyes when you look at me.
Have you ever felt like you were dating somebody because they were only interested in your fame?
My show came out during COVID, so it's been pretty much...
That's so true.
You know what I mean?
So, like, your DM slides must have been crazy.
Yeah, it's been alright.
So then, do you ever feel like those DM slides have come purely because they actually liked you on the show and like genuinely felt connection? I feel like that happens quite a lot where people are like, I know you, and or do you feel like it was because they just want a quick buck?
I'm more cautious now than I am before.
Yeah.
So I'm just I'd rather meet a girl that doesn't know who I am. I'd rather be like somewhere and she doesn't know who I am and just say, oh, what's your name? Kelz. And they don't go like, I'd rather just be like, okay, Kelz, I'm like Sandra. Do you know what I mean?
If ever I've been on a date with someone who already follows me, sometimes it's a bit weird because I feel like they have an expectation of who they think I'm going to be. And then I kind of feel like I have to perform to that.
Do you guys think it's important to date somebody with a similar success to you? Maybe not as important to you right now, but then do you think later down the line in a relationship, if you're more successful than the other or vice versa, do you think that makes a massive difference?
In relationships before, and I would want to avoid that because it's just not fair.
I actually think I've been broken up with because of it, but not because of my money situation.
Where you're making more money?
Yeah, where you're making more money and the other person feels insecure about that and can't handle the fact that you are the higher paid in the pair.
Got you.
And I think that was one of the reasons why that relationship ended. Because I think ultimately there's always going to be one that's slightly more successful than the other. It's just how you deal with it and which way around it is.
It depends on what you call successful, right? I know this is me nitpicking, but you might think success is getting loads of money and like flying everywhere, for example. Like his or her success might just be, I've got a job I really enjoy. I enjoy going to work every day and I'm happy coming home without stress. Do you know what I mean? That could be a measure of success. In that case, I think if I'm having success, it'd be nice for her to have success. But whatever success to her is.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, your success doesn't need to be the same as the other person's or measured the same, but it's like, are they happy?
Yeah.
Are they getting the most in life? Are they being the best version of themselves based on how happy they are in their job? I think it's really important for me to date somebody who likes their job, regardless of how much they're earning, because it just says so much more that you found your thing, you enjoy it, and you're ambitious and you're working towards working to a different level. Is it okay to use a voucher or a coupon on a date to save money? On a first date, let's give it context. On a first date.
It depends on who you're dating, because if the energy and the money is matched, they won't mind.
You're taking me to a fancy restaurant that you can't afford, but you've got the voucher to do it. It's like, I don't need you to impress me like that. I want you to take me somewhere that you're comfortable and that like there's no issue.
Yeah. But you said you like someone who does money management.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but like still, so money management, let's go to Nando's, let's not go to Novikov with a 15% voucher, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just imagine them whacking it out on the table when they're paying the bill. It's just like, oh, we just discussed who's paying. If you need help, let me help you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it because I'm worried because of that. Like, what do you do? Do you just put it into the waiter's pocket on the side? Like?
Yeah, but how would you feel about getting a little voucher out, like from Sainsbury's when you've done your shopping and you get like 5p off? How do you feel about putting that on the table?
I'm the guy that goes like, oh, you've got 10p change. It's like, keep it.
All right, so do you think it's misleading to take someone on a date somewhere that makes you look wealthier than you are?
go to a nice restaurant, and then you do like an activity, and the activity will throw off, so she can't tell how much you're making. Like she's
gonna remember that first date.
Yeah, but that's what the activity is important. So say for example you go for a nice dinner, and then the second date you go to a cinema. You know, cinema with the sofas in there. They can get do you know what I mean? Costs probably like 30, 40 quid each, right? But it's nice. And then the third date it could be drinks. Do you know what I mean? Blended.
I like blended. That makes sense. Put your hands together for my amazing guests who truly put their money where their mouth is when it comes to dollars and dating. And if you're thinking about getting back on the dating scene, why not give our dating app Badoo a try? It's free to download, so hit the download button right there and get swiping.